crypto. We can't let anybody else find out who we are. My eyes are up here. I personally would not advise that strategy. Yeah. Bugs Bunny or Tweety Bird, how to make money in crypto.
Oh, you're killing me.
Oh, there I am. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the people's channel. Home of the BitSquad, largest, greatest community in all the interwebs, greatest and largest crypto community in all the interwebs. No channel works harder keeping you in the know about crypto than this one right here. My name is Ben. We come to you live every single day at 11:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is Thursday, February the 17th. It's a much warmer 73 degrees here in the BitBoy Crypto studio here in Kennesaw, Georgia. And guys, I will just tell you, I am hot today. I am super hot. I'm livid. I'm really livid today. And a lot of people are going to know why. Here in just a second.
You should be.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about censorship. We're going to be talking about how Opensea has now become the Justin Trudeau of crypto. So we are super excited about that, to talk about that stuff. So yesterday, we made the announcement on the channel that this is the people's channel, and we put more than just words behind that. We put our money where our mouth is. That's it. That's right where it is, right beneath the mustache, right above the beard. That's where the mouth is. When it comes to be the people's champion and the people's channel, we take that very seriously, and we are going to be giving away 100% of our YouTube profits through YouTube ads, through YouTube monetization. We're going to be able to show you all those numbers to the holders of our V1 Pluto Alliance NFTs. It's big. It's exciting stuff. Nobody's done this. There might be some channels that have tried this. No one has done it to the scale that we've done it. We regularly generate six figures per month. We haven't the last few months. We slowed down on videos. We're ramping that back up. Hope you guys enjoyed the Michael Saylor interview. Would love to get your thoughts and opinions on that. So there's no good deed goes unpunished. You guys remember that. They even crucified Jesus. Remember that. Here's the thing. Opensea, we moved to Opensea on the rundown because we're about to light this scam company up. Here we are trying to do a good thing for NFTs, trying to do something unprecedented, which, by the way, just sit on the side over there, which, by the way, we're giving money away for free. When we launched Pluto Alliance, which I believe was back in September, is when Pluto Alliance was launched, our Alien NFT, we decided we were going to try to give it utility, but we didn't know what that was going to look like. We had no idea back in September when we launched this, that this would be something that we would want to do. That this would be something. We decided 2 weeks ago. Project launched in September. 2 weeks ago in February, we decided that we wanted to start giving away the money on this channel. Opensea, since we made this announcement yesterday, they have taken our blue check mark away for our Pluto Alliance NFT. Imagine the hypocrisy that goes on there. Guilty, proven guilty, Opensea of insider trading. Proven track record of scamming. And they're going to take away my blue check mark for our NFT project where we are generously giving to the community. Imagine the despicableness of this company. We're going to get into the despicableness of this. Do you want to know what's happening in Canada? Justin Trudeau is a dictator, and he is making it so that people are having to have bank runs. Their entire banking system crashed around midnight last night. You want to know why? Because people are scared there because of the dictatorship of one man leading a country. Well, guess what? Our hands are tied. We're handcuffed. We're forced. We're slaves to Opensea to use them because they're the #1 platform. FTX and Coinbase, they're going to destroy Opensea. Opensea is going to be destroyed when these companies come out with much better NFT platforms by responsible companies that don't do insider trading. Maybe some wash trading here and there. Maybe so. Literally, let me explain to you what Opensea did. They had someone working in their website layout team who was specifically laying out NFTs at the top of Opensea that he specifically held, and other people, including the CEO, held those NFTs. So they would get more advertising at the top and people would go and buy them. That's admitted. They admitted that they did that. Okay? And they want to take our check mark. Do you want to know what this is about? This is about fractionalized NFTs. And let me tell you who I'm not scared of. The SEC. I'm sorry. I'm just not scared of them. I'm not scared of Gary Gensler. We've never done anything wrong. That's why. I stand by that. Okay? Fractionalized NFTs are built into the code that gives you digital ownership of an investment contract. We did our NFT launch back in September. These are voluntary airdrops that we're doing to the community. You do not own the BitBoy Crypto YouTube channel. We own that. You do not own that. And guess what? If we decided we wanted to do this for 2 months and stop it, we can do this. These are not guaranteed returns by any stretch of the imagination. They're not coded. They're not built in. And I'm not scared to face that stuff. I'm sorry. I'll take them head on. I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of anybody. Let's talk about OpenSea. First, if you go to Twitter here, you will see that at the top of my Twitter, I pinned this tweet. Hey, OpenSea, why you take our check mark away for Pluto Alliance? Make sure you only buy the real deal. This is a pinned tweet on our Twitter account. You guys can go there and you can click on this and you'll go directly to OpenSea where we're forced to sell. Rareable, also not a great company. Looks Rare, also not a great company. You can buy them there too. This is why we need someone to come into the space and clean this stuff up, okay? So here's our Pluto Alliance here. You guys can see the floor is like 0.173 ETH, pretty low. 3.4 thousand owners, 10,000 items total, 1.3 thousand ETH in traded volume. Here's my tweet I made about these scammers this morning. Just so we're clear, OpenSea is ran by absolute scammers, insider trading, censorship, centralization at its finest. Cannot wait for FTX and Coinbase NFTs to blow them out of the water. I'll do everything in my power to destroy the company, and I promise you I'm going to. It is time to put out the dirty laundry on what this company has done and what this company continues to do. Let's start here. Does content moderation on platforms like OpenSea amount to censorship? What did they do? They censored and removed a conservative political cartoonist. Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? Twitter, Facebook, all the companies we fight against. YouTube, all the companies we fight against with censorship. OpenSea, one of the biggest companies in crypto with the most scammers who made the most money from insider trading, banned them from the site completely. Not the only one. You also had this. OpenSea delist Polygon punks. Twitter storm follows. They delisted. Now listen to this. Listen to this. They delisted Polygon punks from OpenSea because they said it was a knockoff of CryptoPunks. Meanwhile, there was another project called Fast Food Punk. I'm back.
Showing that we're back up.
Back up. Back up. Hey, let me tell you, can't make this stuff up. You talk about censorship, they come after you. We know that's exactly what happens. We've seen it everywhere. We've seen it across all kinds of different platforms. We're good?
Oh, we'll know with that. It's showing we're back up. Yeah, you're good.
We're back up. Back up. Looks like Twitter is having issues. I think there's an internet outage. I think there's an internet problem going on.
I wonder if it has anything that's going on in.
No, I don't think, because the Twitter thing, insider trading on. It is weird that Twitter's having these problems too.
I also have a link for the Wayback Machine when we are back.
Yeah. Okay. OpenSea? They added it back just now? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're live, we think. Well, I'm just going to wait to see if I see some. So, stop saying Twitter. That's when it happens. Oh, YouTube owes OpenSea. Might owe them a favor. Collaboration between YouTube and Twitch. Oh, I'm good. Well, how about that? All right. I don't mean Ben is sus, but he's upset for sure. Yeah, dang right. I certainly am upset.
Should be.
I'm very upset because I take this stuff very seriously and very personally. And when we try to do things to help the community, and a place like Opensea that's as guilty as sin of insider trading, arranging their website, censoring NFT projects, yeah, you're dang right, I'm hot. And I'm going to continue to be hot about it. And they have barked up the wrong tree. I will do everything in my power. Look, we're not doing paid promotion on this channel. We are not going to do sponsorships on this channel anymore. This does not mean that we will not promote for free projects that we like over projects we don't. And I can tell you, when Coinbase and FTX put out their NFT platforms and they're working well, we are going to push them like nobody's business, and we're going to work to destroy OpenSea. I cannot stand the fact that these scammers are allowed to get off scot-free because they're the only show in town. That's exactly what has happened to social media. Twitch or Twitter, not Twitch, we like Twitch. Twitter is the only game in the business. And if you try to start an offshoot like Parler did, they'll work with Apple and they'll work with Amazon to destroy you. Well, guess what? You're not going to be able to destroy Coinbase. And we're going to make sure that they destroy OpenSea. So while the startup didn't, we're talking about this while we were glitching, in OpenSea's written statement, it called the incident of their insider trading incredibly disappointing. Said it's conducting an immediate and thorough review. Yeah, right. What that means is they fired Nate Chastain, scapegoated him, probably paid him money to keep his mouth shut to protect the CEO for this company. I guarantee you that is what happened. Look, where there's smoke, there is fire. When one company has as many incidences of centralization, censorship, insider trading, arranging their website so people can make money that work there, also, by the way, secret wallets involved. They're trying to move money in a way that you cannot track it because they know they're doing wrong. Period. OpenSea, shut your doors. That's what we want. And we're going to work towards that. I promise you. We don't like to make enemies on this channel, but people certainly like to make enemies out of us. All right, let's move on.
Hey,
do I want to move on?
That was good. Yeah.
I'm just so tired. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of constantly we go out of our way and we try to help people and do the right things, and we just keep getting arrows in the back. Well, guess what? My back is Teflon.
You want to go see the Wayback Machine from 2 weeks ago?
Let's show that. Show the Wayback Machine.
So this is from, I think, January.
You can show it on your screen. Yeah.
26th. Well, let's go to the right thing.
It's got to be my tab.
Yeah, no. Here, let me
I can look at it. Way back.
It's right there. It's on the screen.
It's on the screen. Pluto Alliance. There's our blue check mark.
From
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. There's our blue check mark. What did we do to get it taken away? We said we're going to airdrop our community money. Hey, and guess you know who doesn't get a cut of that money? OpenSea. That's why they don't want it. Anything they can get their greedy little hands on, their greedy little nerd fingers, they probably wear those little fingertip gloves. You know what I'm talking about?
Finger condoms.
They wear little finger condoms. Little nerds in there with their insider trading. Bunch of nerdy incels. So, all right, let's move on. We're going to talk about other stuff. But that was my rant. Hope you guys checked out our Michael Saylor interview from yesterday. He destroyed the Bitcoin environmental fight. He did a really good job dispelling a lot of that stuff. And I agree with him with so much of it. My whole reasoning for believing that the energy is going to, the energy crisis, environmental crisis, whatever, climate change, I just think those people are illogical. Like, they're illogical and they're too loud. And those cries make people do certain things. And, can they get Bitcoin to a point where, miners are so vilified for mining Bitcoin that they cease to exist? And I just don't believe that's a non-zero chance like a lot of people do. Is it likely? Probably not. Never seen red-faced been unfolding. I've been red-faced on this channel before. I'll tell you that. And I'm going to be red-faced on this channel again. So, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, 813.4. But Twitter is down. There's something wrong with Twitter. If you just hit this, it won't show any feeds right now. So I actually had to take a screenshot from something I want to show a little bit. Bipolar. I'm not bipolar, but I did have a meltdown.
No, man, you didn't have a meltdown. It's justified.
Bipolar.
It's justified, man. Come on.
Yeah. Sometimes it's okay to be angry. You guys know that? It's okay to be angry when you are being wronged actively and you have a platform to fight against it. We're going to do that.
Yeah, the world's not a...
Somebody please come out and defend a company that has admitted insider trading so the people at the top of their company crush it. Someone defend them. I would love for someone to come out and defend and say, oh, no, they're such a great company. They're for the people. Somebody please come out and do that. I would love to see that. On Twitter, I guarantee you they'll do it. You want to know why? Because I said I don't like them, so all kinds of people are going to rise up and say, oh, no, Opensea's a great company. No, not real. Not reality, folks. What are you saying, Justin?
I was going to say, the world is not all glitter and rainbows.
It's not. But this is glitter. You know what I saw last night?
What?
This is up for my Dad Jokes for the Win. Instagram posted this the other day of our signs. Here.
That wasn't on your Mac.
There it is. This is Dad Jokes for the Win. 6,000 followers here. I think I got more than that because we had 6,000 yesterday. We're at 6,044 now. I drove past the sign at night last night. Oh my gosh. It looks incredible. Have you seen it at night?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh my gosh. It is freaking stunting at night. Stunting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the market watch here after that 20-minute long rant and some
technical difficulties.
Somebody said MySpace is not down, so that's wonderful news. Isn't it always weird? It's right when I'm in the middle of a rant that it goes down. Weird. 1.9 trillion here on CoinMarketCap, a little down from yesterday. $76 billion in volume, 41.8% Bitcoin. 27 Paraguays will send an ETH transaction. $42,000 for Bitcoin. We're going to talk about why that is and what could potentially be coming for Bitcoin in the future. Ethereum right at 3,000. BNB at 414. We do have a lot of stuff down today. Almost everything in the red. We have Cosmos 6.38% up. Decentraland 3.85% up. Bora 3.3. Dash, Waves, Near Protocol, Mina, and Curve all over 1% gains. I was looking at the biggest losers of the day. We got Rally after a huge run yesterday. It was up 62% in a day. I mean, that's normal. We see 62%. Somebody saying Ukraine just got attacked. Is that true? I was seeing something about somebody was saying there were shots fired, which I would be really, really, really shocked at if that does happen. So we'll see what happens here with this. We're continuing to watch it. We're going to talk about Russia and Ukraine here in just a few minutes because, you come here to BitBoy News to hear about that. Arweave, the graph, Theta down. Somebody asked me about Theta yesterday. We do love Theta. We think Theta is a good project. Crypto.com. So Crypto.com, I was an ambassador for Crypto.com. I said this at my meetup the other night. I reached out. You guys know we've been closing all of our partnerships. I want to be very clear. There are some of these partnerships that we've had for many, many years. Crypto.com, actually my oldest partnership. And been working with them since 2019. And I told him, I said, look, guys, we've loved working with Crypto.com. We think it's a great platform. We're not going to talk about Crypto.com any differently than we did before. The only difference is now we told them we're stopping the contract and they will not be, paying us anymore. It wasn't a lot they were paying us, to be honest with you. It was very, very little compared to a lot of the other deals that we had. But we love Crypto.com. Crypto.com, Cartesi, Blocktopia. These are all projects that we had intense relationships with, and we are no longer on any kind of sponsored deal with those. But we're still going to talk extremely bullish about those projects. The way we talk about it's not going to be any different because we believe in those like 100%. Crypto.com, I really believe, is going to be one of the big projects here in the future. And Crypto.com said to me, they said, they really admire what we're doing here with taking a step back from sponsored content. And they applauded it. So they understood 100%. But I can tell you, we're not going to talk any differently about Crypto.com than we did before. We love Crypto.com.
Right. I mean, you use your Crypto.com card everywhere.
I use it all the time. It's a fail-safe for me if I'm having bank problems. I at least have my Crypto.com card that will always work. So DTWD said, Ben is my daddy.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. So there we go. Let's move on and look at the Bitcoin chart a little bit. We're running like way behind today, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind.
It was important for you to get that off your chest.
It is very important. And this will not be the last you hear about this. This will probably be the last time I scream about it. But I'm so upset with them. And I'm so upset with this idea. A lot of people, by the way, with these fractionalized NFTs, number one, we don't even know if the SEC is going to regulate fractionalized NFTs. There's a much greater chance that they will regulate fractionalized NFTs as opposed to regular NFTs. But the whole entire conversation revolving around that just comes from one statement that one commissioner made, Hester Pierce, where she said something to the effect of, I'd be careful if you're doing fractionalized NFTs. Fractionalized NFTs actually represent ownership of something larger. And there's a compounding effect where the value of each NFT has a compound effect on the amount of money that each one of the fractionalized NFTs earns. So it's kind of like a Ponzi scheme, and that's not the right word, but kind of like multi-level marketing scheme almost, where the more it's worth, the more this is worth. That's not how this is working at all. We're doing airdrops. That is what this is. We're doing airdrops with the community. So for people that are saying that, number one, it would have to be at launch. Remember this, Ripple is not being sued by the SEC because XRP is trading right now. Why are they going after them? Because the launch. They said they launched as a security. Mm-hmm. It wasn't. It's not going to be. It's going to be found not to be. But that's the argument. That's what it came down to. Our project was not launched with this. That's why it's not built into the code. These are voluntary airdrops that we are doing for the community. Try to help people. You try to help people.
Like you said, man, no good deed goes unpunished.
No good deed goes unpunished. They even crucified Jesus. Remember that.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. Looking here at the price. Now, right now, we did just get on the Bitcoin chart. We're not going to spend too much time on the chart today because I think really what we're looking at is a lot of fundamental news regarding Russia and Ukraine that are... can I see the bottom of the screen? Can you move the Twitch down just a little bit there? Just want to see... There we go. There we go. Okay. So anyways, the point being, we just had a red dot down here on the momentum wave. So we are, we're seeing it play out right now with some red lines here. Still nothing really to be worried about. I mean, you could draw like a really, nice, neat line going from here to here and show we've really like bounced off of support just now. So, as long as we continue to move up, we don't go back below $42,000, nothing to be worried about even in the short term. But there's certainly, big shout out to the XRP army. Throw that X up if you're in here. There was an attack in Ukraine. Some people are showing that. So Coinbase showing people how to buy XRP. That's good news. Love to hear that. So let's just move on and let's talk about next Bitcoin move because the charts really aren't that significant compared to what's happening right now. We're going to cover this story first. This is really having to do with Bitcoin price likely to start the next push up if 42K holds a support. So that's why it is important in the short term that we do hold on to 42K. But I'm not 100% sure actually that we're going to based on what is going on right now. Multiple technical indicators suggest the BTC is preparing for a breakout despite concerns about rising inflation and conflict in Ukraine. Crypto market remains in a state of flux as investors are once again focused on what steps the U.S. Federal Reserve might take to combat rising inflation. BTC has hovered around $44,000. Shares are hopeful that an inverse head and shoulders chart pattern will lead to a sustained bullish breakout. Now, I'll tell you this. I'm sitting here thinking, if we are looking at stuff going on right now in Ukraine and Russia, and this is actually happening, if this is actually happening right now, we could see some very large volatility today. We could see Bitcoin, we could see it wick all the way down to $35,000 or $36,000, I think.
Good.
So, what's that? We could. And it would be fundamental news driven. Now, of course, your chart people will tell you there's no such thing as fundamentally driven. But when the world's in instability, I mean, look, were the technicals showing a pandemic crash? Were they showing that? They weren't. They might have been showing some downward momentum, but not that far. Everybody knows that. The price of Bitcoin doesn't come down and touch almost like the low from the bear market twice. It doesn't do that. That's why it never came close to $3,000. It went down to 3,200, bounced way back up, and it wasn't until the wick on the crash where it went down to, I believe, 3,700, as close as it got. So the point is, if I'm in the BitSquad right now, I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking for this volatility. If we see Bitcoin start to plummet, I'm not saying I would look for longs because there is so much instability. Like looking for a long may not be the best thing to do because it could keep going down. Some good accumulation points though. If we do go below 40, below 42, if this stuff in Ukraine and Russia really is happening right now, like people are saying that it is, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But I'm saying just some advice. I could be looking at some accumulation later today if we do start to get some downward volatility because generally what we see in events like this, we see a big move down based on some news, some equilibrium, and then a quick rebound. Now, maybe not a straight V shape, but it could go from 42, drop down to 36, and come back up to 40, pretty easily. Maybe 40 would, we'd have to cross that over again. But, there is a lot going on right now. So they said Russia is pulling back as we speak. So we'll get into that. So here, this is from Anastasia Lapatina. I had to screenshot it because excuse me, I couldn't show it on Twitter because Twitter's not operating correct. So shout out to Anastasia Lopatina. She said Russian shelling of Ukrainian territory today across the entire front line. This is from Donbass Reality. Another person I can't pull up is Twitter. You guys can see they're all across the border here. Russia's all across the border, and some people are saying that the attack is fake news. I certainly have seen some things indicating that there was something that occurred this morning shortly ago, but that could also be fake news. So I'm not saying that it happened for sure. But the point is this: we're seeing Russia. So there was a big theory that a lot of people had based on good information, I believe, that Russia was going to attack Ukraine on February 16th. February 15th, what do? They announce a pullback. Now it's February 17th. Also, today is the day of XRP hearing from Annalisa Torres.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're going to be ruling on some different evidences. But anyways, the point being is this, is that it looks like Russia is like playing the bear here. You know, they're acting big, they're acting scary. They were playing the sheep card a couple days ago, but now they've gotten a little more aggressive. And we just had this come out. I believe it was like an hour ago. About an hour ago. It says 19 minutes ago now. I refreshed it. It'll probably say, 32 minutes ago. Every indication Russia prepared to attack Ukraine. This is from Joe Biden, who also said, by the way, that we definitely, under any circumstances, would not send troops. Like, we're not going to do anything military. Here's the thing. Why do you say that, right? Like, rules of war, right? Like, aren't you not supposed to telegraph what you will and won't do? Like, you leave everything open and vague. So I'm not saying that would be the right thing to do, sending people there. But I'm saying, like, let them think maybe the option's on the table at least. You know, don't come out and say, like, hey, by the way, we're super pacifists. Here's our finger. Don't do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just as bad as also, like, announcing that we're removing, like, 30,000 service members because of the mandatory things that were going on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, why would you announce this stuff?
And look, I'm not taking the side of Russia or Ukraine. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't understand their geopolitical. Ukraine was part of the USSR. I know they got, some stuff going on. I don't know the geopolitical, turmoil that exists between these two countries. I don't even really know what they're fighting over, to be honest with you. But all I do know is I can reach out to Gene Simmons. I wouldn't mind having him on the channel.
Would you have him pull the tongue out? Sorry, you don't have to answer that.
I don't want to feel like I have a small tongue. Just gonna be honest with y'all. That's it. That's the tongue. I probably need to use a tongue scraper. I got a nice metal one, so I don't want to get a little insecure next to Gene Simmons. I got that giant, big long tongue. I mean, just think about it. I mean, he could basically eat like one of those. I was gonna show it in my hand, but that doesn't make sense. Like those French roller things, I don't know what you call them. Like a cannoli. Yeah. Like he could just go all the way through the cannoli.
All the way through. Okay.
They're fighting over crimes against humanity, so I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what the crime is. So
that's a little different than that game Cards Against Humanity, right?
Cards Against Humanity. That's right. There was in our hotel room at the W in Hollywood where we stayed, there was a Cards Against Humanity game, and like you could buy it and with the snacks and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was Hollywood version, probably. SEC filing. We can go to the SEC Loves Bitcoin. Tongue scrape every morning. I tongue scrape most of the mornings. I didn't today, though. SEC filings mentioning Bitcoin skyrocketed in 2022, signaling institutional acceptance. The Securities and Exchange Commission and Bitcoin have been the subject of an increasing number of discussions over the past few years. As more discussion takes place regarding the regulation and adoption of the flagship digital asset, the number of times the SEC mentioned Bitcoin in its filings for the fourth quarter that ended at the end of January 2022 increased by 158%. to 155 mentions as a result of the increased volume of discussion. It's worth mentioning the SEC filings might be valuable in determining institutional interest in crypto assets. Look at that Bitcoin pizza.
That looks tasty.
Is that a Bitcoin pizza?
Yep.
How much was that piece? $1.8 million, probably.
Something like that. Well, they've missed some of the cheese, so they left some.
Isn't it like worth 500 million or something right now?
It's insane.
Well, it's 10,000 Bitcoin.
Right.
So,
it's a lot of money.
$450 million, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I trust your math.
What's that?
I trust your math.
Thank you. Guys, I'm really good at math. I'm not always great at like on my brain while I'm on the show calculating a number, but I am really good at it.
But you should tell them about that alarm that you have that requires you to do like this insane math in order for you to shut your alarm off.
So every morning before I wake up, I use an alarm. See, this is free promotion for Alarmy right here. It's an app on the iPhone. I love it. ALARMY. And it's got many different options to help you stay awake once you wake up, because I'm really bad about like going to sleep, hitting a snooze button. Like when I was in college and stuff, back when I was in my not great days, I would literally hit an alarm 140 times. Like I would hit, the alarm would go off at 9 and I would stay in bed till like 5 in the afternoon, hitting the snooze button every 10 minutes. I would even go so far as to take my alarm and put it on the other side of the room. I would get up every 9 minutes, go and hit it and turn around and go back and lay in the bed and repeat that, 6 times an hour for, 12 hours sometimes. So I, even in my older age, I'm a little easier to wake up than I used to. Once you have kids, it changes a little bit. But my alarm clock every morning, to get it to go off or to get it to stop, I have to answer 8 complicated math problems, which I do in my head, of course. It's a single digit number times a double digit number plus a double digit number. So it might be like 9 times 84 plus 68, for instance.
So it makes you think. It gets you up. It's not
does.
2 plus 2.
And it's on a timer. So you only have, I think it's 20 seconds. If you don't press something on the alarm in that 20 seconds, it starts it over. I've been on problem 8 before and fallen asleep and had to go right back up 10 seconds later and do all 8 over again. It's really complicated. So you can it's also got a setting where like if you're a person that want to get up and walk, like where you have to walk like so many feet before it'll go off. So yeah, it is insane. It is insane. But it works for me. It works. It clears the brain fog. So when you actually like do it all, like you are awake, which is good. So
good.
Anyways, investment funds having at least $100 million in assets under management, the operate and do business U.S. are required to file a 13F filing with the SEC. What's more, it's not necessarily to record all of the fund's assets, including spot Bitcoin. Trusts such as Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, the biggest Bitcoin trust by net asset value, has become a popular option for institutions. Consequently, in order to gauge the expanding, I don't know what happened there, presence of crypto in the U.S. economy, it might be useful to examine public SEC filings. So, Michael Saylor talked about this last on the interview. They've got to file. I think he talks about it tonight. He's going to talk about where they buy their Bitcoin tonight on the show. I don't know if he's ever talked about this before.
Wow.
So he's going to talk about where MicroStrategy buys their Bitcoin in the interview tonight. It's first question. So make sure to check it out. Okay. All right, let's move on here. New York Stock Exchange files for trademark for offering trading. We talked about this yesterday a little bit. This just kind of more, it's not SEC, but it's New York Stock Exchange. We do know what they're doing. But they want to open a metaverse-based trading platform. So this is really big. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I said the other day, I think that, this is going to go against, maybe they're going to actually trade stocks inside there. But how about this? Look at this. You want to see the best news of the day? That would put New York Stock Exchange as a direct competitor to other already established markets such as OpenSea and Rarible.
Let's get them.
Am I going to be wearing New York Stock Exchange shirts?
I hope not, but it would be better than OpenSea.
God, it would be better. I would rather represent the New York Stock Exchange than OpenSea. That'll tell you where I'm at. Which, by the way, we were talking about merch earlier. I'll show you guys. What about this right here? What about this? Should I just put it on?
Is that
Should I just take my shirt off and just put this on?
Yes, of course, man.
I'll take my shirt off. I don't care. I'm Jack, guys. I'm Jack. Where are the frogs at, boys? How about this? What about this right here?
Yo, that looks good.
Look at this.
Turn around. Let's see what's on the back. You ready?
You really want to see? You want to see it from the back?
We're ready.
You want me to turn around and look back at it?
Yeah. Yeah, not enough. Boom! 589. Let's go.
Hey. Probably next week. These are going to be for sale. Look, they got a little, what do they say? They say BitBoy Crypto somewhere, don't they? Is it not? I guess not. Did it not say it on the back somewhere?
I don't see it.
Wow. Oh, we're going to have a logo on it. But it's fine. Yeah. XRP Army right here. We got a little Ripple logo up here. Y'all like these? Somebody said WTF. Why? Because I took my shirt off? Y'all scared to see a man without a shirt? You ever go to the beach? Sorry. 6-pack coming soon, I guess. What do you want me to tell y'all?
That's a good looking jersey. So is that a soccer jersey?
Yeah, this is a soccer jersey. We also have baseball jerseys. I believe we have baseball jerseys too, I think. But these are hot. Yeah, I got a dad bod. The girls like it these days. But I'm married, so I don't care. All right, let's move on here. I knew the XRP. Hey, if y'all like these shirts, if you would like to buy one of these shirts, throw that X up in the chat. Make sure to hit a like. We definitely need people to like this video. We need more people to see us rip an Opensea a new one. So, just so y'all know, the 589 is y'all look up the history of the 589. I don't personally believe we'll see a $589 XRP, regardless of what people out there say. I've never said that. I don't think we'll see that. Who knows? Maybe in the distant, maybe 50, 60, 80, 100 years from now. I don't know where the market's going to be, but I just mean in the short term. I mean, we're going to be feeling great if this thing gets to $20. So, all right. How tall is Alex Jones? Do you know?
I think he's like 5'9", 5'10".
I did look up Gary Vee the other day. Gary Vee's 5'8".
Most of the guys in Hollywood are a lot shorter than you think.
Oh, look at this. 5'10".
You guys are like
5'10".
Guys...
Me and Alex might have to go out. We might have to have a boxing match or something one day. Maybe. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not intimidated by a lot of people. Alex Jones may not be.
I don't think he wants that smoke, man.
You don't think he wants that smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing some boxing lately. We'll see what happens. All right. So here we go. We got, well, man, this show has gone so far off the rails today, but I love it. I love it. You know why it got off the rails? Because TJ's gone. TJ will be back tomorrow, but we have
fun here.
We have fun. We have fun with TJ's here, too. No offense, TJ. We love TJ.
We love TJ.
We love TJ. I should say that. Department of Justice beefs up efforts to combat criminal use of crypto. We all know the FUD, right? We all know the FUD. We all know what's going on here. U.S. government is intensifying efforts to combat criminal use. They actually, what I really want to show here, there was a tweet about this, but here it is. There was a tweet about this that I can't show because Twitter is down. Monaco further announced that the FBI is forming the Virtual Asset Exploitation Unit. Now, this is a person, not the country. An effort to combine crypto experts in areas such as equipment, blockchain analysis, and virtual asset seizure in one place to work investigations and provide training to the rest of the FBI. The group will work closely with the NCET, she said. Additionally, the Department of Justice will launch an international virtual currency initiative to foster international law enforcement operations, to track money through the blockchain, and work to regulate and beef up anti-money laundering requirements regarding crypto, she said. So this is very interesting. They are coming at crypto. They want to make sure that no criminals are using it. We, of course, talked about this a little bit yesterday, I believe. The U.S.-based crypto firm joining forces for the travel rule compliance. Talked about Robinhood, Gemini, Kraken getting involved in this. The endeavor is aimed at ensuring crypto firms are in compliance with the travel rule while also providing ownership of recipients' crypto addresses, meeting security and privacy requirements, and not centrally storing users' personal data. Financial Action Task Force is creating these guidelines, which may refer to as the travel rule, aims to prevent users of crypto firms and exchanges from using digital assets for illicit purposes by recommending they provide details on both the sender and the recipient to their counterparts for certain transactions of $1,000 or more. What is this really about, people? I want you guys to really process through this. What is this really about? Is this really about illicit use of crypto? Is this really about criminals? Or is this about making sure that every single person who ever sends a transaction of $1,000 or more of crypto, the government knows who they are and knows that they have crypto? What do you really think this is for, people?
It's all control, man. That's all that it is.
4% of crypto whales are criminals, and they have $25 billion between them. Chainalysis. The report defines criminal whales as private wallets that hold more than $1 million worth of crypto, with more than 10% of their balances coming from illicit addresses. Interesting. So their balance is coming from hackers. Now, does that mean that they're involved in that? And keep in mind that this is not drug cartel, considering hackers to be on that same level. Anyone who's ever hacked. Now, is it the same? It's kind of like this. I want you to really process through this, okay? There's a difference between hackers in crypto and drug cartels, okay? drug cartels would exist whether or not there was crypto, correct? Drug cartels are going to be out there. Money laundering, organized crime is going to be out there. Hackers in crypto are created only because crypto exists, right? So it's almost like just by crypto existing, it's created this new, class of hacker. It's not like this crime would be done in other places. So you're saying 4% of all crypto in the world is owned by these people that were created because crypto exists. It just seems like a problem that isn't nearly as big of a problem as people are trying to make it out to be. If crypto didn't exist, these people wouldn't exist. This is almost just like a tax on crypto in a certain sense. Now, do we support hackers? Absolutely not. Do we support people getting their money stolen? Absolutely not. We don't support any of that, of course, 100%. I've had my money taken. We talked to a guy at a meetup the other night who unfortunately had almost all of his crypto taken. It was a very sad situation. He was in tears while he was telling me. And, he went through something similar to what I see. Everybody I know who's been hacked, including myself, you go through this grieving stage where at some point you're at the bargaining with God stage, the negotiation stage, where you're saying like, okay, I know there's not any way to get the money back, but if there was, how could I possibly try to get the money back? Money's gone when you get hacked. It is what it is. Chainalysis also reported, by the way, now while it's saying that 4% of crypto whales are criminal. Now that's not 4% of crypto. That's 4% of crypto whales also, which we know are a large portion of the holders. We also don't know how much of this is Bitcoin. If you take that $25 billion, and apply it to the entire market, you get out with about 4% of the entire market. But how much crime, how many transactions in crypto are criminal? Let's see if we can get that number. I believe it's 0.25%. I believe if I Google 0.25%, it'll come up. Get rid of that. Maybe it wasn't 0.25.
Percent-wise, I'm sure it's higher than fiat. But do you think?
No. Well, I don't. We're going to look at this here in just a second.
I mean, what I was saying was percent.
Here we go. Here we go. This is in 2021. This is from 2020. Okay. 0.34% in 2020. It's gone down almost in half every year. So you're saying that right now, probably there's about 0.1%, about 0.1%, which, by the way, if this was pandemic numbers, like we'd say, oh, this, death, it'll kill everybody. But when it's crypto, it's 0.1%. It's, oh my gosh, like all crypto transactions. I guess it's the same thing, really. Like, oh, everybody's criminals. 0.1%. What are we gonna do? 0.1%. Oh my gosh. But yet in crypto, we act like this is the biggest deal in the world at 0.1% approximately, 0.34% in 2022. In 2020, if you look at the numbers going down, should be somewhere around 0.1% right now. But this is all the government cares about. Is this travel rule? $1,000 transaction, what's your name? Is this about 0.1% of all crypto transactions? Or is it about censorship, centralization, and ownership of you?
It's all that it's about. There's other things going on in our life that are with that same strategy. And you know it. It's control.
Somebody said if drug cartels wouldn't exist if banks didn't launder money. That's true. That's true. They have nothing, you saw what the New York couple did, they're trying to launder $5 billion or whatever it was. It's impossible. You can't do it. How's the only way you can launder that much money? Banks. Where's the talk of the banks? How much money does Mexican drug cartel have? I know that question doesn't even really make sense, but I bet I can find a number based on that. There's several different ones.
You think it's in the hundreds of millions? Has to be, right?
Half $1 trillion.
Oh, okay.
$500 billion.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just in Mexico alone, coming across to the United States. So what do you think about that? They said 25 billion crypto, Mexican drug cartel, 500 billion just in business with the United States. Where's the real problem here, folks? Where's the real problem? Let's phone up Justin Trudeau. Let's ride a moose up there and ask him. Maybe he'll know. Hey, he'll know. All cryptos for criminals. Just so sick of this crap. I'm fired up today.
I like it. I like it. It's good.
Opensea, thank you. I appreciate y'all.
It's the people's
Getting
channel,
fired
man. If the people need a voice, that's what we're doing here.
It's all about control. It's sometimes I feel like we're on a ticking time bomb over here
Like you think
with the censorship. We're spitting out too much truth these days. You know, spitting out too much truth for people. I don't know if YouTube can handle it. Fed never did it. U.S. Senate banking head lashes out at Super Crypto Bowl ads. Super Bowl crypto ads, excuse me. The lawmaker claimed that crypto, you move on to the next thing, Senate make it, is not real money, and companies splurging millions on advertisements proved that. I guess Doritos ain't real either, right? Doritos ain't real? Are they real? Super Bowl advertisements by crypto companies, including Coinbase, FTX, and several others, ruled social media news headlines for their out-of-the-box approach. Hey, you know what a fun video would be, Justin?
What?
Let's do this ever. Or let's do this. I wish Nick was here to get organized with it. Let's do a BitBoy reacts to Super Bowl commercials, and let's see if we can get all the Super Bowl commercials together, because I haven't seen a single one.
Yeah, that's a great
And I'll react
idea.
to the Super Bowl commercials.
Love it.
That'd be a great video. You guys want to see that one?
Yep, let's make it happen.
FTX and several others ruled social media news headlines for their out-of-the-box approach. However, the U.S. Senate Banking Committee Chief Sherrod Brown, can't even with this guy, was not impressed and blasted the ad makers for not including appropriate warnings and risks involved. You may be helping terrorists by signing up for a Coinbase account for 0.1% of all crypto transactions. Meanwhile, Mexican drug cartel has $500 billion. I bet Sherrod Brown's on the Mexican drug cartel. I know it's got a certain name. I don't know who the leader of the Mexican cartel is right now, so I don't know.
Is he on the payroll?
He's probably on the payroll. He's probably on the payroll of these people. Which, I don't know if you guys know how much the Mexican drug cartel does here in the United States. They do a lot. I know a lot of stuff that I can't even say that I know that they do, because I've talked to people when it comes to political donations and the way they operate up here. But they never do crime in the United States. That's powerful. That's why I don't go to Mexico. I'm afraid they're going to try to take me out. If you want me to speak at a Mexican crypto conference, I'm really sorry. I'm not going to Mexico.
You have to phone it in like Edward Snowden.
We may have had some threats come in at some point, but, they won't come see me on my home territory. That's fine. All right. Brown, during the Tuesday Senate hearing on stablecoins, brought in the topic of popular crypto advertisements that aired during the Super Bowl. He said most of these ads failed to tell people about the downsides of investing in crypto. The companies failed to mention the wild price swings and prevalent scams that occur in the market, or the fact that the crypto market is not as well regulated as the traditional ones, i.e., the government hasn't figured a way how to take their cut yet. That's the story. The fact that these companies felt the need to advertise at all is a bit of a giveaway about one of their major claims. If this were actually meant to be used as currency, why would you need to buy ads? What an idiot. What an idiot. This is why we got to get rid of the word cryptocurrency, guys. That's why we have to get rid of the word cryptocurrency. I do not like the word cryptocurrency. I do not use it on this channel. I will not use it. We use crypto or crypto assets. Or if I'm feeling like really demented in the head, I may say cryptos. I don't like saying cryptos. I think it's kind of weird. But we got to get rid of this. And the fact that we have Sherrod Brown, supposed to be one of the highest ranking officials in our entire government, can't wrap his head around the fact that not every crypto is supposed to be a currency. It shows the low-level bird-brained IQ that this scammer has. He's an idiot. If you are in Ohio and you voted for this guy, I'm sorry, you're low IQ, period. You're low IQ. You want to be low IQ? Vote for that guy. Vote for someone who's against your best interests if you're in crypto. Now, look, if you live in Ohio and you don't care about crypto and you vote for this guy and, you're with him because, I don't know, he wants to get your wife paid more or something like that, great. That's fine. You're great for those ideologies. That's fine. But if you're in crypto and you vote for this guy, you vote for Brad Sherman, you vote for Elizabeth Warren, you need to have your head examined. These people are coming against you, which, by the way, yesterday someone showed me an ad, an ad on Twitter ads promoting an economist story that was what? Saying Bitcoin is alt-right. That was the headline. Only the darkest and most corrupt people in our society use this. Is that who you want to be? You got Sherrod Brown pushing this narrative. That's what you got. Crypto community on Twitter was not pleased, as if fiat currencies have never had issues with transparency, use illegality, being untraceable, used worldwide in criminal ways, and the like. Fear, uncertainty, doubt, rules for the way. I mean, obviously, we've said that. It sounds like Sherrod Brown needs a crypto education. Brian Brooks, time to make another house call. This guy, Sherrod Brown, doesn't want to know about crypto. He doesn't want to care about crypto. He doesn't want to because he's on the payroll of the banks, probably the drug cartel, probably Visa, probably anyone that processes transaction, probably OpenSea.
Yeah. He might be on the board of directors there.
Yeah, Sherrod Brown is behind OpenSea. He's the anonymous executive they've been protecting. It's Sherrod Brown. Sherrod Brown is too dumb to be able to own an NFT. That's a fact. I will tell you. He's too dumb to be able to own an NFT. If this guy is making an argument that, like, why would Coinbase advertise if it's a currency? It is like Harry Carey in the last days of his life. You know what I mean? That's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
So, okay. Colorado residents can now pay their taxes in crypto. As a sign of the mainstream public's continued adoption of digital assets, Governor Jared Polis of Colorado, is this the guy? Let's see. No, it's not. I think the mayor of Denver. Yeah. Who is the guy that told everybody that they were not allowed to leave their house in the pandemic, and then he went on a vacation? I think it was maybe it was the mayor of Denver. So I don't know anything about the governor. He disclosed that they would start accepting crypto. Look, if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican and you are pro crypto, I am with you. I am with you. So if you want to be on my good side, you be pro crypto, and I'm going to come out and I'm going to support you. Period. This is an unbiased, bipartisan channel. We talk about people that are pro crypto. You want to get on the team? Get on the XRP Army, buy a jersey. You want to get on the team? BitBoy Crypto. All you got to do is be positive on crypto. You don't even have to be positive about it. That's really incorrect. You have to be open to it. Don't be closed-minded, because when you do, you just show you're on the bank payroll. That's all you show. According to Governor Polis, the state could also begin accepting crypto payments for other state-related fees. This means that Colorado residents could pay for their driver's license or other state bills using crypto. The governor, however, noted that this move does not necessarily mean that the state will have direct exposure to these assets. That's fine. For his statement, Colorado would be partnering with a crypto firm to help it accept and convert the crypto payments. Colorado is one of the earliest states in the U.S. to embrace blockchain-enabled solutions for some of the issues bedeviling it. What a great word.
That's a great word.
Governor Polis highlighted that Denver, a major city in the state, used blockchain technology for its overseas ballot in an election. That's interesting. I didn't even hear about that. U.S. adoption race, Arizona, Tennessee, Texas, Wyoming, making pro-crypto moves. Mayors of these cities of Miami and New York have also made strategic decisions to bring crypto to the limelight in their cities. Yada, yada, yada. So pretty good stuff there. Pretty good stuff for Colorado. Polygon co-founder addresses centralization and exit scam concerns. I think that this is one of those things where, I think that, Polygon does have some issues here. I think we support Polygon. We love Polygon. We've never done anything, we've never worked, specifically with the Polygon team, but we supported Polygon for a long time, especially ever since the rebrand. We use Polygon a lot. But look, we're unbiased here. We're going to tell you there are some concerns this article brings up that are legitimate. At some point, on some level in crypto, as much as we talk about crypto being trustless, and we love if everything was smart contracts and everything was trustless, at the end of the day, you do have to put out some trust, okay? You have to trust that a project's direction is going to go in the way that they say it's going to go. Now, you don't have to trust it's going to work the way they say it's going to work. Once it's out, it does or it doesn't. That's easy, right? When it comes to, look, with our NFT giveaway, our airdrops we're going to be doing with our NFT from our YouTube monetization, you have to trust we're going to do it. You go buy some Pluto Alliance, and then, we have to manually go and do that. If, God forbid, there was an earthquake and we all got swallowed into a hole, there's nobody to do it. So you have to extend trust on some level when it comes to crypto. And Polygon, we believe that while there are some issues that do exist and you should be aware of, we trust that team, and we trust, that they're going to do everything they say. There was another project that had, some similar stuff in the code, and they didn't do the right thing. So it says here, Polygon co-founder Mihailo Belgic, in response to concerns surrounding centralization, posted a series of tweets on February 15th discussing the issue. Belgic was responding to the founder and CIO of Cyber Capital, Justin Bonds, who said that Polygon in its current state was not secure and centralized. Bonds said that it would only take 5 people to compromise the $5 billion or so that was on the network. He even went so far to say that this is one of the largest hacks or exit scams just waiting to happen. Polygon smart contract admin key is a multi-sig contract. This is where the issue comes in, because basically there was a project, I can't remember the name of the project, and might talk about it in this article, had a similar setup, and it did end up getting hacked and having problems. But Belgic notes they do it to increase security, not decrease it. Bonds, though, says that Polygon has been completely opaque in terms of their operational security and cryptographic ritual around the creation of this multi-sig. Transparency was his primary concern. Can anybody remember the project? Does anybody remember the project? If somebody could put something out that, if somebody remembers what the project, it had a multi-sig. I can see the whole thing. It got hacked. It was a big story. We covered it. Can't remember.
How long ago was it?
You remember it though?
I mean, I feel like I know 10 stories this way.
It may have.
It wasn't the oyster thing, right? No, that was.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. An abusive person who has systematically harassed founders of Uniswap, Polygon, and several other projects. Belgium states multi-sigs are used in the early stages of development, secure user funds, and reminded readers that almost every scaling and bridging project used it. It might have been maybe with the Thorchain, maybe. I don't know that for sure. Just trying to recall. To address concerns, some have said that the protocol must switch to completely decentralized governance. To completely become decentralized, a smart contract admin key would have to be handed to Matic holders. This would make it a DAO, but it would require extensive work. It's way far away, from doing that. So, can you check and please unblock a user by the name of Blanchard's Bees? Can you make a note for us to do that? I will. It's hard for us to find and unblock. I'll say that, but I'll look. Belgium and Polygon know their intentions to do so. Say it's a goal they would be gradually reached. I mean, I agree that with that 100%. Polygon has faced some criticism in recent times. In December 2021, an exploit that could have put 9 billion Matic tokens at risk was patched. It's also been noted that the top 100 addresses hold over 90% of the max supply. That's almost every project, to be honest with you. If you look, there's whales. To become a whale, you have to have a huge amount of the supply, really. So compound. It was compound.
Oh, yeah,
Compound
that's
was
right.
the one. Yeah, compound. I do remember all this now. People were saying, "Oh, Polygon could happen too." So there we go.
Great. Thank you, Rodney.
Yeah. 80 million XRP just transferred to Coinbase. Interesting. Okay. Somebody said that in the chat. Trudeau legalized weed. That's not criminal. Well, maybe that's why he's on such a high horse.
Oh.
Why, or is it a moose? Do they Mounties? Do they ride moose or
Yeah, the
or,
Mounties ride.
horses?
They
It's
ride
moose, right?
They ride moose,
They hold to the
like Rocky and Bullwinkle style. Yeah.
exactly. Okay, Q&A. We got questions?
Man, it wasn't really a whole lot. It was a lot more comments just about what happened this morning.
Yeah.
Thoughts on
got some.
Kraken? That one came in shortly.
People have been asking about Kraken a lot lately. I don't like Kraken, and the reason is it's not going to be a major exchange. It's not going to heavily compete with your top exchanges. And I don't like Jesse Powell. I don't like the way that he handled a situation where basically they had a massive what do they call a pump and dump leverage trading scamwick? What do they call it?
Scamwicks. That's what I call them.
Basically a scamwick. There's another word for it, I can't recall, but they had a giant scamwick on Cardano that liquidated like so many people, and he came out and was like, sorry, shouldn't have been trading. What?
Huh?
How about you show a little like decency for your users and show some empathy and some compassion instead of being a fellow high horse Canadian to Justin Trudeau as Jesse Powell is. So I'm just not a big fan of Kraken, to be honest with you. I'll never support Kraken. You won't see me talking about them in a positive way on this channel. If he came out and apologized about, I'm big on apologies. Somebody comes out and apologizes and there's real contrition for what they did, then I would listen to that and maybe change my mind, but I don't think he's going to do that. So how are you going to run a leverage trading platform? Like ByBit, if ByBit's had an issue before, they fix it.
Yeah.
And even in situations where they could not fix it because the users didn't meet certain qualifications, they still expressed empathy to their users. I know that because I know people that's happened to, whereas Kraken just total douches. So that's how I feel about it. So sorry if you like Kraken. Look, it's a secure, for regular spot trading, it's a secure place to trade. There's no problems with it. I just don't like the leadership, and we're big on people here.
Yeah. So that's it, man. There's really no questions. If you want to wrap it up, it was a lot of stuff about XRP. Once you put the jersey on, Alex Jones, when boxing match, when him on the show, stuff like that, which we know can't happen for our show.
Yeah,
you went on his show.
And I saw somebody said, go up just a little bit over there. Oh, somebody said about Coinbase NFTs. When Coinbase NFTs Pluto Alliance, we've actually already talked to Coinbase NFTs. They said we would be one of the first verified projects on there. I don't know if that's affected because now OpenSea hasn't verified us or whatever at this point. They took away our blue check mark. But I want to show this. Look at this.
Yes.
Somebody sent us this picture. Somebody has a tag on an Audi. What is that, a T8?
The Audi R8.
R8. Isn't there a T?
The TT.
TT. It's kind of like the R8, right?
Yeah, not as cool though.
It's not as cool. I think whatever the cooler one is, I drove around a track one time several years ago, so maybe it's not this model. But yeah, BitSquad member spotted. We see you. We see you, Audi driver. We appreciate you representing the BitSquad.
Love it.
Love this. Nothing warmed my heart more than seeing this. So absolutely phenomenal. We got so much support out there in the community. We love our people more than anything. And that's really why this OpenSea thing has made me so mad, because it's our community that gets hurt by that. We don't get hurt by it. Doesn't make me a dime. Doesn't cost me a dime. It hurts people, and it hurts the community, and that's what they don't care about. JB with a super chat here. How do you feel about OpenSea?
Watch the first 20 minutes, man.
Yeah, I almost threw my dang cup at the TV here in front of me. I didn't want to do that. So, all right, guys, great show today. Love you guys so much. Love the community. We can't wait to get this going in the beginning of March. Handing out this the airdrop from the NFTs. We're excited about that. We love you guys. That's all I got. Be blessed.